What is up, all you beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. This week's video is going to be everywhere. We're going to start off with an oil change and we'll probably end with a ride. But what happens in the middle, I don't know. You just have to stick around, stay tuned and find out. Let's roll to the intro. Get in a car like this and smile, there's something wrong with you. What is up, all you beautiful people? Welcome back to the Bad LSX Garage YouTube channel. In this week's video, like I said in the beginning, we're going to be everywhere. We're going to start with the oil change on my 2011 Street Glide. If you've been keeping up with the series, you know that we recently changed this 2011 Street Glide from a 96 to a 103. And in other videos, we actually went out and broke it in a little bit, got some miles down. We're about 400 miles in, and I'm just going to go ahead and change the oil, check everything over real well, and see how it looks. But, do you see anything a little different about the bike? I changed it up just a little bit. I got bored, so I decided to put some wrap on the front pieces a little bit and put a little carbon fiber around the trim pieces, just to kind of make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing, if you will. I think it helped it a little bit. I'm not so sure about the carbon fiber look. It's growing on me, but I may end up wrapping it black. But not too bad of a job considering it was my first time actually doing a full-on wrap, I guess you would. But yeah, well, let's get to this oil change. We have went through great steps before to show you how to change your oil on your motorcycle. This is not going to be that video. Instead, all I'm doing is changing the oil in order to see if there's any kind of material, rings, whatever may be in my oil. It's the first oil change since I replaced this from a 96 to a 103. So just looking around, that's it. I will show you guys the oil, but as far as the oil change, you've seen it. So I'm going to get this done. Around 430-ish miles. We didn't even make it to the full 500. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. I am putting Castrol GTX in my twin cam. I know I've told you in the past that AMSOIL is the best. And it is. It is the best. I wouldn't lie to you. But I can't see going and spending the high dollar money for the best just to run it right back out within 1,000 miles, because that's when I'm going to do my next oil change. Check everything out again. So why not go to the second best, a little bit cheaper, and it's what I've been running anyway. It's what I've broke the motor in on, so it's not going to hurt anything. So yes, I am putting Castrol GTX 2050 back in. But don't worry, AMSOIL will be coming soon. That escalated quickly. Simple oil change turned into me taking the rocker boxes off. Or at least the back one anyway. And if you know, you know. If you've been watching the channel, you know. I've been having a little bit of an oil leak issue, just a smidge, it ain't a lot. I fixed the oil catch can, made sure that wasn't the problem. After I changed the oil, I started everything and let it run, and well, it showed itself. The oil leak showed itself, so while the engine was still hot, I've tore everything back down, retorqued everything on the back cylinder anyway, because that's the only one that's leaking. And going to put it all back together, but that's how quickly things can escalate, just by an oil change. Stick around, stay tuned. I'm sorry fam, this video is going to be all over the place. It's going to be short and sweet, but it's going to be just what it is. Sorry about the lawnmower noise. Every single time that I make a video with my garage door open, or every single time I try to detail a car, This dude decides that he's gonna mow his yard every single time. So, sorry, we're gonna try to talk over him. We did not get out and be able to get the ride this time because the weather's been off the hook. We've had beautiful weather when last I showed you, then all of a sudden it turned into horrible weather. We had tornadoes here in Kentucky, and then it went from tornadic weather to snowing the following day. Yes, we had snow, but it is what it is, and it's been raining ever since. Today is the eclipse day. I don't know what's going to happen with that. We've all heard the world's going to end and that the National Guard has been deployed and they want everybody to stay in. I'm not going to stay in. I wasn't going to stay in. I was actually going to go out and ride and get you guys some footage of the eclipse on a motorcycle, but the weather has went to crap. There's rain all around us, and it's just no fun for me trying to deal with the cameras, trying to deal with the bike and the rain. It's no fun. You get me? So I will get you guys some solar eclipse going on, but it just won't be on the motorcycle. But anyway, as you saw, we changed the oil. Everything was fine. Checked the oil filter. Everything was great. We're good. But I did notice that we was leaking on this rear cylinder. So I tore down the rocker box, took off the rocker arms, re-torqued everything and reassembled everything. Now granted, I don't know, it's still leaking just a smidge. It was a quick little startup. I didn't heat cycle nothing, or I just run it. It is still leaking a little bit. Now we could ride this and it could get better. Or we could ride it and it can continue. And what I'm going to tell you is I may have caused this, and here's the reason why I say that. If you'll go back a couple of videos, I'm not sure the video, but I'll post it up for you. I was actually talking about some things, and I had that cylinder sitting on a table. When all of a sudden, well, I hit the floor, and everything on that table hit the floor. What was on that table? That rear cylinder. So there's a very good possibility that rear cylinder actually may have a crack in it from hitting the floor. I'm hoping that's not what it is. I'm hoping it's just maybe a seal issue, but if not, we may be tearing back this rear cylinder and having to put a rear cylinder back on. And I hate that, but it happened. It is what it is, and I own it. And another thing that I'll own, if you'll go back another video or two, I told you that I filled in that oil catch can with JB Weld. Do not do that. Do not do that. I don't know what I was thinking when I told you that. I don't know what I was thinking when I done that. When you fill that in, that pressure has nowhere to go. What's going to happen? It's going to blow the seals out, or it's going to blow your rings out, or you're going to hear leaking. And that's exactly what happened. I started the bike, let it run for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, shut the bike off, and I heard like a wheezing sound. And I'm like, where's that coming from? I'm looking at the lights because I'm thinking a light's getting ready to blow, has blown. It's my bike, coming from my bike. And I get up around here and figure out what it is. And I crack the oil catch can a little bit and it went, I realized right then that they have to be vented. They have to be there. I knew they have to be vented. I don't know why it took me to then to realize it, but I knew this. So do not fill those in. Definitely drill a couple of holes inside of it. Yes, if it was leaking. But yes, I think the majority of that leak was coming from that hose where it connects to the top of the oil of the catch can. So there was that issue. I went ahead and re-drilled that back out as well, and now we're good to go. Like I said, it's got a new tune, everything's been re-tight, oil's changed, it's ready, I hope. I believe we can officially say that it's pretty much at the darkest point. It's around 3:14 in the afternoon. Beautiful. It just amazes me how the birds and all the animals know how to just shut up. They even can tell that there's something not right in the atmosphere. They're flying around and just being all crazy and just different. Definitely a beautiful thing. Glad I got to see this. Just want to say real quick, kind of want to get this off my chest and off my heart. Seen so many things on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube about how the world is ending, and most of it is coming from Christians. Have you read a Bible? For real. It clearly says that nobody knows the time or the hour, not even the angels in the heavens. But yet you guys think that you can predict today that the world's gonna end. I'm not saying it's not gonna end. I'm just saying it's not gonna end today. Because if it was, God would change it right now just because you said it was. He's God, not you. Look, I'm not trying to be a preacher, guys. It's just something that's been on my heart. It's something that's been bothering me, and it just, it amazes me the things we try to take away from God. Like we've already taken away the rainbow from him. And here recently, we just heard that Easter is no longer Easter because they got that holiday as well. But they might have the holidays, they'll never have God. You can't put God in the box, and this is proof. Now, what's going to happen from here? Who knows? There's going to be some changes. Everything that I've seen from the blood moons in the past, there's always been a significant change, a shift in the atmosphere. And yes, there's definitely something coming. Who knows? I don't know. But there's definitely something awry for sure. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, go down there and give me a big thumbs up. I didn't intend for this video to go this way, but this just kind of the way it happened. We will return to regularly scheduled programming next week, I promise. Hopefully we'll be back out on the bike, and I've got some stuff we need to do to the Jeep, and just there's a lot of stuff going on. Stick around, stay tuned. You know it, guys. I love each and every one of you, and like always, like, share, and subscribe. You ready? Let's do this. Peace. I'm out.